This is Sports Federation TV. We're moving along from football. We're moving our attention to baseball. Our partners on the show is the Western Cape Provincial Sport Confederation. One of its members is the Western Cape Baseball Association. And in their contingent, they have a few players who are going to play international baseball in the under-23 division. Glenn, as the coach, good afternoon, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us on the show, Alton.
Good. Nick, what's happening? You good?
Hey, yeah, I'm well, thank you.
Good, good. Glenn, you guys have progressed from nationals into the international team. Tell us where you're going. What's the contingent like?
We're taking the 23 and under national team to the World Baseball Cup in Monterrey, Mexico. We'll be leaving on the 25th of October. The tournament runs from the 28th of October to the 6th of November. And the makeup of the team, basically, we're taking 24 players, 11 of which are pitchers, 2 catchers, 6 infielders and 5 outfielders.
Why so many pitchers?
In a tournament like this, Alton, you definitely need a lot of arms. You need
Okay.
a lot of pitchers,
Yep.
especially your starting pitchers. They need a break after they've thrown X amount of innings.
Yeah.
So we need to carry at least 11. If we had 12, it would be better, but we're happy with 11.
Okay. Nick, are you a pitcher or which position do you play?
I'm an infielder, so I play second base, shortstop, and third base, wherever the coach needs me.
So you're a utility player.
Pretty much, yeah, but mostly in the infield.
Okay. What was it like being told that you have been chosen to represent South Africa?
Wow, it was a dream come true for me here. I've been working, it's something that I've been working towards pretty much my whole life. Making the provincial team year in, year out, the next step was making the national team. So to make the under-23 national team is a big achievement for me.
How long have you been playing baseball?
I've started playing baseball when I was 5 years old, so that's 15 years now.
Sure.
So yeah, it's been a while.
And you've progressed, you made province every year basically, literally, almost.
Yeah, since I was 7,
Sure.
I went on my first tour to Durban. I still remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah, I was 7 years old, and then I've made the Western Province every year since. Yeah.
Glenn, I mean, look at someone like Nick and some of the other players in your squad. Do most of them have a history of playing baseball, or is it guys who have just come on the scene now? How does it work?
No, yes, definitely. For these guys that have made this team, they've been playing baseball for a long time. They all would have played junior baseball, started out with T-ball. That's how we work it here. We go through T-ball up the ranks of the different age groups. So to play at this level and make the national team, they would have played that earlier baseball and that junior baseball.
In terms of team makeup, how big is the Western Cape contingent?
We have 10 players from the Western Cape and 2 from KwaZulu-Natal and 12 from Gauteng area.
Okay. So, and baseball, in my understanding, is predominantly predominantly played in big numbers in Gauteng and Cape Town, Western Cape.
Yes. Well, I'd say the Western Cape more than Gauteng.
Okay.
Our baseball's very strong down here, and we have the numbers. We have a 8-team first league down here, whereas I know up in Gauteng they're struggling a little bit. They don't have that amount of clubs. We've got close on 16 clubs down here. So 8 being in the first league, and then we have 8 other clubs that are in promotion leagues and whatnot.
Let's focus on this tournament. What's the preparation that you put in place for the squad?
Yeah. Well, seeing that we've already started our local leagues, all the guys down in Cape Town are already involved with their club practices. So that's usually on Tuesday and a Thursday. So what we've done, we've initiated the national team trainings on Mondays and Wednesdays. So the guys are still playing their club games on the weekends. So yeah, they're quite busy right now. They Monday to Thursday, putting their hours in, getting ready and getting prepared for our trip.
And most of them are playing at top level. Nick, are you playing at top level in Cape Town?
Yes, I am. I'm playing for the first team at Buddhist Knights. So yeah, we're in the top division.
And all your other buddies that have made the SA team, all in the top division?
Yes.
And
Definitely.
when you play against them, what's that like?
It's a weird feeling, playing against your teammates. But I've known like some of these guys in the team, well, all of them really, for the majority of my life playing baseball, because we used to play against each other all the time. I mean, I know a couple of guys from my club actually grew up playing with them as well. So it's just a weird feeling playing against a couple of your teammates.
And then on a Monday, when you after you beat them on the Saturday and you get them at training?
On a Monday, yeah, there's definitely banter. I know there was now on the past Monday training. Yeah, just catching up on the weekend, asking everyone how the games were, and yeah, it's a great time.
Good. Glenn, this obviously cost a fair amount of money.
Yeah.
Is that self-funded? How does it work?
Unfortunately, this one is self-funded. The bottom line is all the players, coaching staff, and whoever's going with has to come up with 25,000 rand
Sure.
to go on this trip. So I know the guys have been doing a lot of self-fundraising. The clubs where the guys are part of, they've been doing something, initiated something for the guys that are involved from their club. And yeah, it's a lot of money to come up with, and hopefully everyone's going to get to go.
So no money, no go. Is that how it works, or what, is there a second-hand strategy?
I'm sure there is a second-hand strategy in place. There wasn't that much time allowed for the guys to raise these funds for this tournament, so there should be a backup plan.
Okay. If people want to contribute, is there a mechanism that they can contribute to?
At this point in time, seeing that our players are based, we've got Cape Town-based players and Joburg-based players, and the two that I mentioned from KwaZulu-Natal, it would be better if they could maybe contact me directly.
Yep.
That would be great. I'm more than willing to give my cell phone number out if I could. It's 083 601 2768. So if the guys can contact me, I know the guys that are still struggling to get the funds together. So if any corporates, small businesses, big businesses, or even individuals out there that have the means maybe or in the position to help with this funding, that would be greatly appreciated, and they can contact me.
Nick, if someone gives you 5,000 rand towards your trip, what would you give them? What exposure would you give them?
Definitely. I mean, it's going into this tournament. It's a big chance for all the baseball players in South Africa. You know, just to get exposure, get the sport out there. It's a big tournament. It's a World Cup. So we definitely have a chance to show our stuff. You know, we have the ability to impress a few people up there. So definitely to showcase the best baseball that South Africa can offer.
And now that we know that baseball's in the Olympics, what's your chances, do you think, going forward down the line?
Going forward, it's definitely now, especially making the under-23 team. I think a lot of the teams, or a lot of the players, that made this team now will be in the setup for, you know, going forward for the Olympics. So yeah, it's definitely something looking forward to. I mean, now that baseball's back in the Olympics, it's something to keep working towards, you know, after this tournament ends.
Glenn, I mean, this is a fresh crop after the guys that have just gone to Australia. Is there a blend at SA baseball level to take some of these with that experienced guys and build towards Olympics, or is that, am I too far-fetched in my thinking at this point?
No, definitely. We actually got some of the players that are going with on this trip that were in Australia recently at the World Classic qualifier. There's 3 or 4 players, so they bring that experience along. But like Nick said, this is a great opportunity for these guys now in this age group. And it is 23 and under, but we've got a very young side actually. Our oldest player is 22, so most of the players are in between the ages of 19 and 21. So yes, with baseball being a game where you reach your sort of prime in your late 20s, this is the crop that South African baseball should be looking at to go to the Olympics, or at least the Olympic qualifiers.
And I mean, that should be the focus coming back after this with the experience, you know, in my thinking. Taking that into consideration, how do we groom these players to the next level? Is there strategy in place? Do we keep them at this level where they play only at club level, or is there a bigger competition that SA Baseball is looking at?
Yeah, at the moment, we don't play a lot of international baseball. Okay. I can elaborate a bit on that a little bit later, but we currently rank 36, like I said, and the reason for that is that we don't play a lot of international tournaments where we can get ranking points. So we play a good standard of baseball out here. We're going into the tournament as underdogs, but we're going to surprise a lot of teams. So they'll just look at our ranking and think, you know, it might be a walkover against South Africa, but that definitely won't be the case. With regard to a strategy in place, yes, there is. There is a high performance centre which takes place during the off season. So where the better athletes or the better players are picked to attend that, so they continue with their baseball in the off season, which is very important. Otherwise, you know, just staying in the 6 months of the game and then not doing anything in the winter is not going to do them any good. So there are things in place, Alton.
Good. Nick, why do you play baseball? Why should somebody sitting on the couch watching this play baseball?
Baseball for me, I mean, like I said, I started playing when I was 5 years old. I grew up playing baseball. So yeah, in the summer I would just spend all my time on the baseball field. You know, every Tuesday, Thursday, every Saturday morning, pretty much the whole day on the baseball field. Playing baseball is just, for me, it's it's the best thing that I can do, really. I mean, like, I look forward to training every week, every game. Yeah, just the excitement, the adrenaline that gets you going. It's just great.
Good. Clint, how do people find out and follow your progress? Are you going to post notices on Facebook?
Yes, we're definitely going to have a Facebook page, which will generate closer to the time so we can keep everyone updated back here. There's also live streaming available. If you go to www.wbsc.org, you can follow the links to pick up the live streaming. Obviously, with the time difference, it's going to be early morning games, but for all those die-hard baseball fans out there, we would appreciate the support.
Get your glove and your gown.
There we go.
Gentlemen, good luck. Come back with the medal. Come show us the medal.
Once again, thanks for being on the show, and we hope to fly the flag high and do South Africa proud.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Let's take an ad break, and when we come back, we'll be chatting chess. See you now.